brothers of the sword. I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands. Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions!
Alright, boys, if you haven't been paying attention for the past couple of weeks, Kwame Brown here has completely captivated the internet. Now, Kwame Brown was drafted by Michael Jordan, which was a simultaneously enviable position and a very, very enviable position to enter the NBA at. LeBron, oh my God, if LeBron wanted to be, if Jordan drafted LeBron, like, he would completely spread cheeks for that. Like, oh yes, I was a part of your legacy. Problem is that, you're part of the Jordan legacy. And the unrealistic expectations that was placed upon Mr. Brown, like, no one was going to be able to, like, there were individuals, because, Jordan saw his talent and said, hey, yeah, I want to, I want to bring this guy in. That tie to the Jordan phenomenon. I mean, if you were born after 90, like in the late 90s or anything else like that, or in the early 2000s, I'm sorry, but you really don't get the phenomenon that Jordan was. No, LeBron's not even close. LeBron is not even close, okay? Jordan, people were out there calling that man a god, all right? So, thusly, the expectations that were placed upon Kwame Brown in his career were just ridiculous off bat. And the man had a 12-year, $60 million career, so trust me, whatever Jordan saw was there, and he played his role, and, he did his thing. Salutations to him. But over the past week, he has just gone off on a ton of people that, we've covered here on this channel, including Leonard McKelvey, aka Charlemagne the God, Stephen A. Smith, Jamel Hill, and then folks who, whatever, I really don't even pay attention to like that, such as your Steven Jacksons and your Chris Broussards and all that other fun stuff. So I was, I've been tagged. I've been, hey, Jay, I'm saying, well, Kwame Brown. Talk about Kwame Brown. What Kwame Brown up to? I bet. And he's really, it's sort of like what I said in the Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor thing, where, like this information, the depiction that the mainstream have for descendant men. I'm not even saying quote unquote black men, because you know how I feel about that. But the way the mainstream has depicted descendant men of of American slavery and the like, and how they've had a hand in, and manicuring that and pushing forward the Billy Porters and the Dwayne Wades and all that other fun stuff. It's really good to see brother come out and really just go at each and every one of them. The particularly funniest one was Jamel Hill. So, cause she just made a Game of Thrones reference, and he ain't care, because trust me, yeah, we remember Jamel Hill, you sitting there and co-signing that dude from Very, Very Smart Brother that's talking about how black men are the white people of black people, and really pushing for this sugarization of the descendant male, along with the Dwayne Wades and the Billy Porters and the like. So once again, it's always good to have another voice out there saying, nah, cut that bullshit out, and this man, he's definitely stepped up to the plate. So outside of all the dramatics and stuff like that, he recently released this video, linked to the channel that I've found most of this stuff on. I think it's something in something then. I'll have a link to that in the description box. And real talk, this video really aligns with what we discuss here on the channel a lot. So with that being said, I've been going on for 4 minutes. My goodness. Mr. Brown, take it away. Step forward.
Just remember, all you had to do was be a man and apologize. But this today ain't really about you. I just put that in there just because I knew that'd get the people watching. Because if you and Jack were some real dudes, y'all would be doing what I'm doing right now. But you can't. You can't. You might can talk. You might can scream and shout. But as long as they hand in your pocket, you ain't free, boy.
And that's one of the cooler things. Like, you know, yeah, you made your NBA money. He's saying chilling. Probably got things invested. You know, several other means of income at this point. So, you know, once you get that real strong kid, if you play your money properly and correctly, even if you have like a real tiny major league or NBA career, you go into G League, you're making $100,000 a year. You maneuver that money properly, you can eat well for the rest of your life. Make absolutely no mistake about it. And that's one of the beautiful things about this here great nation. Let's keep going.
You gotta do this. This what freedom look like. I shook up the world from this little old front seat of my truck that they taught you to speak with that feminine tongue, boy. And yeah, from the front seat of my truck, and just like when I was in Brunswick, Georgia, with no shoes on my feet, and just like I overcame those odds, I overcome your ass. Excuse me, your butt. Because I put the kids thing on here. Because I'm going to clean this one up for you. Because like I said, this one is bigger than you and Jack. Y'all want to make it like I'm crazy. See, the title is, It's Okay to Be a Man.
And that's why we're here, boys. And that's why this is the video that I chose to do. I'm going to be doing another one on Leonard McKelvey because you guys know how much I cannot stand Charlemagne. But that'll be an Odyssey exclusive, and when I'm done with it, I'll be uploading it to. I'll leave a link in the description in this video as well.
And see, this is proof positive. It's okay to be a man. I came here cussing, rooting, tooting, booting, bringing up my own sayings, being myself, being an individual. And there's so many men out there right now that just feel choked off and left behind because they got to pretend so much.
Exactly. It's one of the reasons why we play the game on this channel. Where I'm like, yo, I mean, come on, boys. Yeah, no, why? Because we have been, you know, culturally conditioned into lying to ourselves, right? Like, just, oh yeah, well, you know, just have that baby and it'll be fine. Like that baby, we don't need no man. I saw Moist Watkins tweeting about how, hey, you know, hey women, not hey women, but hey black people, you know, ladies, you're strong and independent, and the children don't need no father. Thanks, white supremacy. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, you're like super late to the party when it comes to that. You're very late to the party, Moist, because this is stuff that the likes of Tommy Sotomayor and even Kevin Samuels and so many others have been, you know, saying from the top of their lungs for years. Jesse Lee Peterson and the like. But you sit there, slap them, hey, and coons and all that other fun stuff, and it's like, you say, stop the name calling. When do we get down to brass tacks? And it's all a big distraction game. And those individuals at your Disneys, your Stephen A. Smiths, your Rachel Nichols, your Chris Broussards, your Rob Barkers, and all these other people who sit there and be like, we's been, the man got their foot on our necks and all that other fun stuff. They're nothing but, you know, puppets exploiting that history that in more likely than not, the cases ain't even theirs. I can't speak to Mr. Brown's lineage, but, you know, something about his whole energy screams descendant. You know, a couple cousins I know.
They gotta hide who they really are. They like raging bulls. Some of you dudes listen to me talk, and because you ain't never had no mama's cooking, or whatever your mama's cooking is just...
See, that's where me and Kwame Brown completely disagree. All they've had is their mama's cooking, which is fast food for the most part. All right, these kids are being made for no other reason than to get, you know what I'm saying, than for government benefits and or the probably just not fully thought out. Made with like little to zero regard for the type of life that individual that they're creating is gonna have to live. And that's a big part of it. That's one of the reasons why, I mean, I appreciate everything he's saying, but he sit there, he's still on that mama shit when it's really dad that these kids are in desperate, dire need of these days.
You woman. So you don't understand that a lion don't care about the opinion of sheep. Shout out Kevin Gates, because that's true. When he put that in a song, I said, whoa!
Shout out Game of Thrones, because, I mean, yeah, that's something that Tywin Lannister said. It's a common phrase, but, you know, hey, wherever you heard it first, as long as you heard it, right?
What lion walk around apologizing to everybody and asking their opinion? And then some of you men hear me speak, and it makes your skin crawl. You look at your wife and say, he a bad man, toxic man, listening to what they told you what a man is. Some of you want to get aggressive. Oh, he talked to... No, I played by the rules of the game. And you talked about my mama's son. And I told you, you don't know what that meant to me. So you want to talk about something that means something to me? So I talked about something that meant something to you. That's why you don't talk with that effeminate tongue to a man, boy. It is okay to be a man. America don't want you to be a man. That's why they teaching kids, look at what boys are going through in schools. Boys are not even learning. Black boys are reading at a 4th grade reading level.
Which honestly it always comes back to that home life. You know, like as much weight as we place on the educational system, the number one place that children learn is from the home and the environment that they're coming from, and what kind of weight they place individually on their children getting an education and learning and understanding the world around them, which unfortunately in many cases is slim to none. Have you been to any of these urban schools? I mean, like, the parents are worse than the kids, because the parents for the most part are children themselves, because of this insane welfare state that we've allowed to fester and just go and just get out of control. I'll put it to you like that. And until that right there is addressed, along with the divorce laws, along with child support, along with all of these other things that create that really allow, you know, for the most part, at a much higher rate, the female population to just abscond any and all responsibility, then we're gonna remain like trust me, we're just sitting here spinning wheels, boys. We're just sitting here spinning wheels.
Because the teachers are bad, it's because they're not even paying teachers a decent enough wage. I'm an athlete.
I'm sorry there, sir, but can we stop saying here? Okay, first and foremost, like, when it comes to the teachers' wages, a lot of these teacher unions are I'm from Jersey. Every other day there's some teacher diddling a kid. Okay, so like, let's not sit here like yeah, dead that whole pedestal for their asses too. All right.
Why'd you pay me so much to entertain?
Because people are willing to pay tickets, and, you know, the business is the business, and plus that you know, the league in which you are a part of, I mean, they've been around for years, and certain special interests have heavily invested into your league and in the sport that you play. So yeah, I mean, there are answers to your questions as well, sir. And whereas, you know, schools are more of a public, local, and state deal. Like, honestly, like us even having federal education programs it's just a bad idea off top, because like each and every teacher should be allowed to just teach without this crazy without having these crazy standards held over them in certain cases. I'm talking about in their effectiveness when it comes to delivering information and making sure that the children understand the information. Really, no other space. It's so damn complicated.
Trying to distract the people from. If the kids are our next generation, why ain't the focus on their education?
Because it's seriously the parents' job. The parents are the initial educators. So you know, wow, this video's run a little bit long, guys. I appreciate Kwame Brown out here, you know what I'm saying? It's like standing tall, really ripping all of those folks to shred. Like I said, you can check the description box. There'll be a video with him discussing Charlemagne the God in it, I promise you. So with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it, like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Once again, yeah, I've never talked about Kwame Brown ever. Like, real talk. By the time Jordan was done playing and you know, that new era of the league was on its way, I had my hands full with other pressing matters, so I really didn't give too much of a damn about the league at all, the NBA at all. And you know, I heard, like, I mean, it was impossible to miss Kwame Brown though because of his connection to Jordan. And once again, like I said, that love that they was expecting my man to just do NBA Jam moves and be the greatest thing ever because of the type of killer that Michael Jordan was. And you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, LeBron James wishes he was Kwame Brown. Okay. He wishes, because that man really wants to be Jordan so bad, and unfortunately, kids, it's just it can never be. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until the next one.
Men, we don't know what we did.